Okay, let's get started. So the first thing you need to get clear in your mind is the look you want, the design. Are you going for a feature wall with your wallpaper? Are you going to do a whole room? Are you going to put some paneling in and maybe paper above it? Are you going to put mouldings on your wall and paper in the mouldings? There are so many options. Wallpaper can give you so many different designs. So today we're going to show how to wallpaper a feature wall. The paper that we're going to use is a very bold print. I love this paper, the colours in it are quite amazing. You may not want a bold paper like this. You may have a room that's a little smaller that you think you don't want to close in, so it's an understated paper with just a texture or a very subtle pattern. Sometimes you'll go for something really bold, really strong colours to tie in with other colours of your room. So many options, so many different things to think about. But today it will be this paper on a feature wall. So the first thing you need to know, not the first thing, but you've decided the room you're going to do it in, the style you're going to do it in, you've decided on the wallpaper you want. You have to go out and buy your paper. Before you buy your paper, you'll need to know how much you need. So I'm going to show you a quick and easy way of measuring your wall. Now you can measure the dimensions of the wall, height and width, work it out. Papers give you square meterage of how much they cover, but there are so many different factors involved. There are windows, doors, patterns on paper that change those quantities. So a rule of thumb is if you have a patterned wallpaper, nearly every roll of paper, standard roll, is 10 meters long. It's 52 centimeters wide, which is 20.5 inches. I think it's 52 point something. But with this standard roll of wallpaper that you'll be buying, I'm sure, with a pattern, you will get 3 drops to a standard wall. Now, some people have very high ceilings. Some people will have unusual walls with slopes, with windows, doors. Let's go from a basic wall, and you will get 3 drops of a pattern paper to 1 roll. So what you need to know is how many drops, which is a length of paper top to bottom, you'll need for your wall. A really quick way of doing it is to hold a roll of wallpaper up to the wall. Just use your finger as a marker. You could have a pencil to make a guide. So you just work out how many lengths of paper you're going to put up on your wall. So on this wall, there's going to be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That just lips over them. So that's 6 lengths of paper on this wall. I know I can get 3 drops, 3 lengths to a roll with a pattern. So that'd be 2 rolls of paper. If it's a plain paper that you won't have a pattern, there'll be no waste. So every time I cut and match this pattern, I'll get a waste of possibly a foot, maybe more, 18 inches. That eats up the paper. With a plain paper, you'll get 4 drops, 4 lengths to a roll. So 6 would still be 2 rolls, unfortunately. But if you were doing more papering, then obviously that becomes more economical. So we know today that I'll need 6 lengths of paper. I need 2 rolls. You'll go out and buy your rolls. You'll make sure, really importantly, that they're the same batch number. We'll go on to talk about the symbols on the paper labels. But the most important thing you need to know, first of all, is your paper is the same design and the same batch number. It will clearly state batch number. It could be letters, it could be numbers, it could just be A, it could be 4 or 5 digits. Same batch numbers mean the same shading. The paper was made at exactly the same time, came off the printing press on the same day, so all the colours, all the inks are the same.